Please welcome Jacqueline Barnum.
If you're not paying attention, that Misha is being encouraging. Because Misha will tell you things like, "You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. You got this. You got this." So Misha is a very encouraging man, but he is not without his faults. Parvo did some mentioning of some of his sexual assaults. Now, they are not what you're thinking. Anybody that has ever seen Misha perform comedy probably knows a little bit about his sexual preferences. Misha has told us on many occasions that he wants to have sex with pigeons. On many occasions he has stood up here and said, "I want to have sexual intercourse with pigeons." He has gone so far as to say, as a child, he made pigeons his pets. He would set up a box with a rope, he would trap the pigeons and make them his pets. Now Misha, I don't know how things are done in Ukraine, but in America, we don't fuck our pets. Most of us don't. But Misha is a very good man. Everybody knows Misha is a comedian. What you may not realize is that this is not the only way Misha performs. I was lucky enough recently to see Misha performing at a storytelling event where he was tasked with telling his life story. And he got up on stage, dressed very nicely, took the microphone, began to speak, and 30 seconds later, he completely froze up and forgot everything he was supposed to say. Now let that sink in for a second. Misha forgot the story of his own life. That is an impressive memory loss. But what Misha did at that point was he calmed himself. He took a breath, he composed himself, and he continued on. And he gave us a very eloquent speech telling us about his life moving here to America from the Ukraine. And I think what happened that night is very reflective of the man that Misha is. Because Misha came here to America from Ukraine. He did not know the language, he did not know the people, he did not know the culture. I know that had to make him probably freeze up and not know what to do. But what Misha did, I'm sure, in life was the same thing he did that night. He took a breath, he composed himself, and he kept moving forward. And I'll tell you, Misha is a man, thank you, yes, give him a hand for that. Misha is a man I have great respect for. We all love him here in the Salem comedy community. And Misha, I want to wish you a very, very happy 40th birthday. I love you, brother. Thank you.
Expertly is worse somehow than that. He's all washed up. All right. And he has nothing to show for but a suspended license. And a couple of fucking outdated puppet commercials. All he takes is L's. All he does is smells. Sean Stench, everybody.
Parvo. Oh my God. I'll find you at Walgreens. You'll get yours. I love this look you're going for. It's like Mary Tyler Moore is like a Bond villain. It's sexy. It's weird.
Is that a roast?
It could be. I don't know. It's yes. If you get that joke, get your prostate checked, kids. All right. We're here to celebrate my buddy, one of my favorite Salem residents, and one of my favorite comedians, Misha. He is fantastic. I'm a huge fan. There's like a symbiance between the Irish and the Russian. Like when the big Russian migration happened in the 70s, I remember my father being like, "No, it's a good thing, son. It's a good thing that they're coming because finally the Irish will have a people they can look at and go, no, that's a fucking alcoholic." I may have vomited in my grandson's stroller, but he shit in his hat, and then he fought the hat that he shit in. That's a fucking alcoholic. It's the great merge between our two cultures. It was a very special morning today, being Misha's 40th birthday. He woke up and he was immediately surprised because when he walked into his living room, there was his father completely naked, laid out on his couch. And he had a bunch of candles laying around his midsection and a bunch of roses. And Misha was like, "Dad, what are you doing?" He's like, "This was the scene of the accident 40 years ago." The memorial. Buzzing, said the guy that looks like a leprechaun. If he was with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, no. There we go. Leave him big. All right. I have one last thing that I want to say about my friend Misha before I take off here. I remember when Misha and I first became friends, and he was telling me where he was from. I lived in the Soviet Union for a while myself, and I remember when Misha told me that he was born in 1985, and I was like, wow, you were like 1 year old when Chernobyl happened, and I thought, my God, that explains the dorsal fins and the antlers. I love you, buddy. You're the best. Thank you.
Okay. I know, I'm like, wait.
Give me that! Give me that, little girl! Get it on out there! What is happening? The Russian Crusher is here! And there turns out there is a little Ukrainian boy who's turning 40! This little boy over here, let's see those muscles! So weak and conquerable! The Russian Crusher is here to put down your puny capitalistic ways! Oh, look at this typical American boy. Look at this haircut. There's no haircut for a man. Look at this. You see that? Do you see that? This is a real man. Man made a bear. Who's got the bear? You man made a bear. Yes, I see it in you. You have the bear in you. Oh, what's that smell? Oh, it smells like goat cheese having sex with a dead goat. Oh wait, it's this old Ukrainian man over here. That's your father, dude. I crush you. I crush you. You want to feel the power of the Soviet Union? Here it comes. I fuck your father. You've been crushed. Oh, look at my tall stature, tall like tree from Siberia. But I want to pick out a typical American man. Who is that right there? Typical American man. Bring him on up here. Yes, you boy.
First, here's the happy birthday sign. That's for you, Misha. Give it up for everybody. Give it up for Misha. He's alive. Thank you, Misha's dad, for you fucked and you made that thing. Give it up for Misha's dad. All right, Misha, you are worth where all the gifts came from. Dollar Tree. So this has dollar in it. That has water in it. Give it up for Misha. I gave him some mangoes. That's for Misha. I gave him another birthday crown. Misha, as Mel said, I did not prepare jokes. I feel like Misha looks like he would commit a murder, so I just got you some rope. So that's for you. Some moon pies. Great. This is someone's leftover birthday gift. Wait, did we give him this gift yet? Okay, this is, should we give it to him now? Okay, this is a big fucking gift. $150 to Friday Deck. So if you want to hire a lady to give you whatever, get them dinner, whatever. Actually, no, you don't deserve it. Misha's, this is for you. It's on the floor. It's on the floor. What's on the floor? The money. It's for Misha's dad. Misha deserves nothing. Okay, and guys, the last thing, because Misha, you love to talk. Clap if Misha loves to talk. Too much? Too much? Guys, I wrote a book my Misha won't stop talking. So give it up for Misha, everybody. We're gonna do the backflip. All right, give it up for Parvo.
Know her material, you'll know that, she has some spooky kind of lyrics, right? She has a song about having a ghost lover. People think it's sort of a theme thing, but it's kind of actually based on fact. Because if you were to, open her legs and look into her vagina, you'd find cobwebs and the hauntings of men long since dead. So everybody, please give it up for Alina Tuoni.
And I drink vodka. Actually, nothing to brag about, but still, this is the thing that unites me and this birthday boy. We were born in USSR, right? And the thing that's really bothering me is the fact that Misha is losing his Slavic roots, Many people spoke about his disadvantages, and do you know what is the worst one? Misha's too fucking kind. I can stand this. And probably you knew that last season he had an incident at the museum when he was accused of when he was accused of harassment, hugging a woman. But still, Misha, like I said, you're losing your Slavic roots. And do you know what a real Slavic man would do? He would bring this lady to a restaurant, punch the bitch in her face, bend her over. Well, you know what's coming next, right? And we do love it here in Salem, right? Am I right? Yeah. But how long have you been here in Salem? 3 fucking years. Do you know what a real Slavic man would do for this time? He would build a career at least. Well, can you imagine Misha being the mayor of Salem? I can do that. It would be a disaster. I'm telling you. Because he's too fucking kind. Can you imagine a lady getting her a parking ticket and trying to appeal it at his office? Do you know what he would do? He would say, "You baby girl, your eyes are so beautiful. You told me it's your first time. Oh, okay, I'll forgive you." And if it's a guy who sells shrooms on Acid Street, he would say, "Well, buddy, let's try it. Yeah, I need to make sure that it's good for your health, right? Good for my citizens." So, and he would definitely release him. And can you imagine what would happen on Halloween here in Salem? First of all, he would make alcohol and drugs free. So tourists will be panicking, children will be crying, and local people would definitely be involving in a huge orgy. And I, Alina Tuoni, will be the only one who will be playing this fucking keyboard right here on Essex Street, and I'll do it right now for you, my love. Пусть ведут я от тебя, друг прекрасный, ждут любовь и успех. And if you'd like to know what I've just said,
you have one of your good friends who doesn't even have a chair. Scott's been standing the entire time. You should have enough chairs for everybody you invited. I think that's just a huge mistake. This is just abject failure in a lot of ways. But that's you. So it makes sense. And, I'm happy I'm here, I guess. Truby, what else is there to say that hasn't been said or really needs to be said? I guess. Truby's really funny. Ask him, he'll tell you. I don't know, that's really all I got. Next time, get another do this again.
Al Capone for hosting tonight's show. All right. So
when I first met Misha, my wife introduced me to Misha because he was watching my cat a little bit. So he was watching my cat a little bit and everything, and but the thing that I actually knew about this guy was like, oh, he's gonna be entering your home, and oh yeah, this is the guy who at the museum, he had like 3 sexual assault kind of things going on, 5, okay, and so I was like, this is what I knew about him, and so I was just like, dang, like this is kind of. But when I met him, I realized like, oh, like he gives a hug, and you know Misha's hugs, right? Like a Misha hug, your genitals have to touch, right? Like you're not close enough if they're not touching, right? And then I realized that like Misha's not the kind of guy who'd be a sexual offender. He'd be the kind of guy who would go up to a girl and whisper in their ear, "Are you 18 yet?" Right? And that's when I know, oh, this is a good guy. This is just a good guy at heart. And when I really kind of got to know this was, I got into this car accident, I had 2 broken ribs, and then he heard me screaming, and like he brought me over to the hotel, and the whole night he sat there at my bedside saying, "Are you feeling better now? Are you feeling better?" You know, like how that nice, "Are you feeling better now?" And that's when I realized, oh, maybe he just loves me. But then, it was only about like a month or 2 later, I walked home, and I don't think he knew I was coming home because there was this sweet jazz music on, and there were all these candles laid out, and then they were around my plants. And that's when I realized, and then I was like, wait, my Spotify turns on all the time when I'm gone, and it's just like, oh, I learned that if I sing to the plants, they have a better life. And that's when I realized Misha just does this all the time. When you're gone, he's singing to your plants, he's whispering in your cat's ear, and of course he's getting a few sexual offense issues with that. So I wanted to say one last thing. So the other night, he got on stage and he was doing a comic set, right? And it was going so well. And then he said this one word. He had to say the R word. And but the thing that makes you know that he's such a great guy is that afterwards he felt so bad about it. He was exiled and all alone. He's just like, oh, should I have said that? Like, he's like, oh, I'm the only one who's ever made this faux pas. Like, no one says the word anymore. And I'm like, yeah, no one would ever do that to someone on stage, you retard. So, thank you very much. I like you very much, bro.
Happy birthday, Misha! I wasn't planning to come up here tonight, but one of the first nights I was doing comedy at the Gulu Gulu, after my set, Misha just comes up to me without consent. Misha, you creepy bastard. Misha, it is not nice to Misha. I gotta say, the first night after my set, he's like, so, how long have you been doing comedy? Misha sounds like a predator with no confidence. That's how he approaches us. But your eyes are so kind. You're really sweet, Misha. You are a sweet boy. 40th birthday, the big 4-0. Are you gonna finally learn how to approach women? It's time. I think I did great. Give it up for Misha one more time. Okay, cool. I think that's all I wanted to say. Happy birthday, you great guy.
5th grade, he came in, couldn't speak a lick of English. Mr. Montanari, fucking hated it up there. Hated him. Couldn't write English, couldn't speak English. And he's just a little Ukrainian boy in 5th grade. What are you gonna do? He's a good guy. Fast forward to 6th grade. He fights maybe the lowest grade person in our grade. He went to battle over this kid over a peanut butter sandwich in recess. And he lost. But it was good, And then fast forward to 9th grade. Still can't speak very little English, but he's the nicest soul you'll ever meet. He's got the eyes, like she said, the eyes. So, but then, he tries to get sexually intimate with girls in my bathroom in high school. It's fucking weird. It's 17 scoops, 0 scoops. You got no money, he knows. 0 scoops. He got 0 scoops, but he told everyone in high school he got 17. I don't know what that means. I still to this day, I don't know what is 17 scoops. It's bop. It's a bop. Just a tip. That's all I got in my parents' bathroom in my sophomore grade. It was great. And then we went to Mr. Glove's house. Papa Glove, the biggest porno stash I've ever seen in my life. His entire wall is porno. And then like interchangeably in that is like Chubby's like fucking 7th grade party. So you don't know where he's you don't know where he's jacking off to. It's the porno. Here we go. But I will say he's my best friend. I love him. He's an idiot. Just looking at him. But he's my best friend. I love him to death. And by all that means, I just like all you guys. Because if he likes you, I like you, and that's all it is. Papa Glove, I love you.
Zooming in on the areolas a little bit. We did want to add you to the porno wall, as Scotty mentioned, but there was not enough room between his 2nd and 3rd grade graduation to get these old girls' titties in the middle. Yeah, sometimes you have to do it. We're dying up here, but what are we going to do? Just say this. I was going to roast you. No one's really roasting you tonight. You got a lot of fluff out of roast. So I'm not going to do that. As I said, this shit on I'm going to do a medium roast. So I'm going to give him the good and the bad of all. Truby's the guy, you see the phone call coming through, you see the name, you're like, motherfucker, I don't have time for this. But you answer it, and you're glad you did. You're always glad you did. And here's the call that all of you got, even if it's just a voice message or live. Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, we're chiseling. All right, good. I'm doing so much. Oh, you know, things. We're doing things. Yeah, we're doing things. We get that. Trudy, what's the point here? Oh, I just love you. I want to call you and let you know that. As I do know that, Trudy, because I've known you a long time. Even though you put me through 40 minutes of bullshit, the last 3 at the end are always a little bit sweet, a little bit made it worth it. I don't know. I love you, brother. You're a huge piece of shit. You're missing a little screw loose with, the good and the bad, the evil and the heavens. But what you are is a good friend. You have a great heart. And I don't know. Maybe you were the king in your robe and your sunglasses. Do they all bring this for you? All right. Because you're a guy that just sexually assaulted, right? Isn't that so cool? You're such a cool guy, dude. You get away with anything. I also wondered the first time I met you, I was like, yo, Beethoven called. He wants his haircut back. Like, yo. I always wondered, like, if I was like Dr. Frankenstein, you'd be my Igor. Like, yes, master. Yes, master. That's all I got. That's all I want to say. Originally, I've actually returned to Boston. He got here before me. This man actually delivered mail to my current house before I got here. I don't know how many jobs you have, but that's one of them. I had 7? No. Sweet. Have you started that Was it? Oh, and you haven't done anything since? No. All right. Anyway, so I don't quite have the same emotional connection that the vast majority of people have here, but I've got to say, this man, I've opened my heart to him. It's hard not to. He just makes you feel incredibly, it's touching. He'll speak, say great things, and then he'll say something incredibly offensive. It puts you back on your defensive. But I've just really gotten used to the way in. I put on a version of Merry Christmas Charlie Brown in San Francisco, and my Charlie Brown is sitting right here. Just take off the glasses, the robe, also the crown. The crown has to go. He kept the hair. I would not make this man wear a bald on stage, but he was absolutely tremendous. Imagine the man impressing the entire crowd,
6 nights, yeah, 6 nights total, great running room, beautiful theater we had there in San Francisco. I saw this man, the fact that the amount of improv that he and I have done together is pretty remarkable. He and I sort of have this sense of chemistry. Now, I was going to be all over the place here, and I don't really want to blend here, but I just want to say that coast to coast, this man, I love you, and I'm really great to be here back on the West Coast again.
Give it up for Dan. Pleasure hosting the roast of Misha. You're a very good friend to me.
I don't know if you should get into the scoop. No one wasn't brought up. Does anybody remember when the sad fucking hammer? Like, that was fucking, that was wonderful. It was. But no, I just wanted to make this heartfelt. And Twinky's always been there when you don't expect it. Family member passes away or something. Just doing tribute type stuff. That's why we all love him. I think that's why we're all here. I'm not selling anything.
That light's on right now. No.
You dirty, rotten sons of bitches. I told you my lawyer closed all those sexual harassments and you. Now give it up to Parvo for hosting. It's amazing. You know she's a clown? Did you know she's a clown? She has just as much sexual appeal as Pennywise, but somehow makes it happen. Give it up to my roommate. I still don't know what he really does. Give it up to all my best friends that I grew up with. They taught me how to speak English and they're still teaching me. Give it up to all my San Francisco friends, every 69. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to my real dad in the back there. Thank you so much. And of course, Jack. I'm so happy we've met. You know, when I first met Jack, I could just saw that I was just the Twinkie in his eye, And it just made me so happy. Yeah, because he's fat, that's right. But he's fat on joy. Jack, if you're ever stuck in the desert, I hope it's okay that I can climb inside of you, to rescue myself, Allie, I don't want to make fun of Allie because she's dying. So, and she's my coke dealer. I got caught jerking off to Celebrity Deathmatch in the middle of the night. My father was there. He was filming the whole thing. It was on the wall. And that became the beginning of my sexual allegations. So fuck you, Sean. You ruined my life. I should be in prison, but it's all right. You bastards, you sons of bitches. And fuck you guys, you bastards. None of you guys mentioned that I have a receding hairline, and I'm a little upset about that. It was right there for the taking, and none of you wanted to do it. But guess what? I have a helicopter landing pod on the top of my head. I think dealing with you assholes is making me lose my hair. And to be honest with you, it's probably not healthy for me. But it's all right. Somehow, some way, I'm still here. And I'm really grateful for that, you guys. Dad, I want to come back to your balls. This life is hard. And I fucked up on my taxes, so I think I'm going to prison. But it's all right. We lived a long life. And I'm grateful for that. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for letting me be like the little child in my favorite childhood movie that my father used to play me, The Schindler's List. I love that movie so much. It was just such a good one for us Jews. My dad wants to take his pants off. He's ready for me to come home. Papa, I'm there. My dad wants to ask for anal. Is that okay? It's all right.
Show us.
All right, he's going to show you guys.
Show you for my English. I worked in it 77 years. It's
Let's go!
Michael Simon. That came when he
We never would have thought.
proud about my son because he's very good man. He's soccer man.
He's a globby.
I'd like if you be have more lucky, more health, a lot of friends like you.
Oh, fuck that kid.
It will be good life.
We love him.
Thank you very much for coming for celebrate with my son for you. Thank you guys so much. My dad doesn't speak good English, so I will translate for you guys. What he was trying to say is, I really wish I would have just pulled out and just spit on that sock with that moose of mine, you know? But in reality, thank you guys so much. You guys are a beautiful pieces of shit, and I love you guys all. And you're all gonna party at Alley Place and do a huge orgy like my dad wants to. You know?
Add it to the wall.
What?
Put it on the wall.
And you guys want to take a picture, but naked though. All right, come on in, you guys. Thank you so much for making my birthday special, and thank you for letting me molest you. Yeah.